medium this.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt you, brother.
Fuck you.
It's going to
Fuck
fucking hurt
you.
you, brother.
Fuck you.
Waist size scarily close to the size of your television, then this is the podcast for you. Welcome to the FAT Podcast. I am your host, Jay Lane. I'm with my co-host.
My television's too big to worry. Zach. My name is Zach.
So that middle class television, working class television.
55-incher.
Yeah, if your TV is bigger than your windows, then you are officially working class.
You just said middle class.
Or middle class. Can't remember which one it is.
Middle class makes sense. I can dig that.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think Jeff Bezos is sitting going home to his 24-inch TV.
But he probably lives in a place where he has the panoramic window. His windows are the entire length of the building. So
okay. So you're
TV
saying it
is
scales.
smaller than his
It
window.
matches scale. I see.
Yeah,
I see.
You know what I mean?
Fucking maybe.
Yeah.
But he probably has a fucking cinema in his house.
Because you go past someone's house and their windows are this big, and you peer through and they just got fucking 70-inch telly on the wall. You know,
maybe
there's got to be something to that. They're trying to discover the world through television, because out the windows is bleak.
It's just bleak.
It's bleak.
To be fair,
true life, bleak, true life. But how the devil are you, son? We've seen each other a lot this week, haven't we?
We have.
Yeah.
I'm good. As you can tell, I'm probably still tired. Ooh, no product placement, whatever.
To be fair, that's a Morrison's brand energy drink.
You doubt they're litigious.
It's not like it's Red Bull or Monster or anything like that.
Yeah. Just tired, man. Work's insanely busy, and it's going to be insanely busy probably for the next few weeks.
Yeah.
I've yet to have a weekend. I've talked to you about this. I'm burping. Jesus Christ, I can't handle.
I can't handle it. He's only had one sip.
Yesterday was the first when I had Diet Coke. It was the first Diet Coke I've had in a week and a half.
Yeah.
So it's I'm not used to fizzy, bro. That's not it. But yeah, it's gonna be busy for a while. I'm just trying to make sure that I get some rest. But I haven't had a single weekend in the past 2-3 months where just nothing's happened and I can just chill and fucking relax and maybe play Elden Ring or something, you know?
Yeah, fuck that, but yeah, same. Yeah, it's a very busy weekend and a busy week.
Yeah,
was it?
Exactly.
You know,
so where's the rest? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can't wait to go to work tomorrow and rest up. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, very much the same for me, mate. It's been a busy week at work, and then busy weekend that we've both had. Yeah. So yeah, that's been fun.
That's been really fun.
But yeah, should we get into it?
That's the fastest ever.
Fastest ever intro.
Actually, I have some notes.
You have some notes again.
I always have notes, but I always forget what I want to say.
It's another switched up pod this week with segments. Try and keep it a little bit fresh as fuck. Fresh. Right. So, guys and girls, it is time for Zack versus Jay, and there's a lot of green arrows, and not just green arrows, but. To be fair, mate, I think we should start with you, because that is some savage ass weight loss you got there, son.
Yes, sir.
How'd you do it, Zach?
I didn't do anything special.
No,
I just stacked. I just stuck to what I know worked.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's stop with having a meal and then a snack after the meal. Let's just have meals. Just meals. That's it, right?
Yeah.
And that it just works, man. I haven't been crazy I can't have X meal or whatever because it's too much. I had 2 pizzas this week again. You know? This past week.
Not Domino's, but you make them, don't you?
No, exactly. I make
pizzas,
them. Yeah. They're big pizzas.
Yeah.
And they're calorically dense.
Yeah.
I don't skimp on cheese. I don't skimp on pepperoni. You know me.
Yeah.
Right?
And obviously, it's the base is the bigger.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, it's homemade base as well, so it's tasty. And then I had I'm just mixing. It's forcing me to get creative because I also want to try and save money as much as I can lately.
Yeah.
So I'm okay, I can't order takeaway anyway. I can only really get Nando's.
Yeah.
So one, that's expensive, and two, I don't know if I can handle just Nando's again. So I've had it like 7 times in the past 8 weeks, probably more.
Too much Nando's.
Yeah. Anyway, it is too much Nando's, but so I'm like, I gotta get fucking creative with this shit, right?
Yeah.
The other day I had a punnet. I say a punnet. A punnet of vegan Scotch eggs.
Yeah.
With jalapeno hummus.
Vegan Scotch eggs.
They're actually not bad. They're corn. Right, so not vegan, sorry, probably vegetarian, because I think it's actually the eggs.
Yeah, they're eggs, yeah.
But the outer casing is like faux meat, right?
Yeah.
So I had a pot of those, which is like 10.
Yeah.
A pot of jalapeno hummus and some vegan chicken nuggets, and that was my meal.
Yeah.
And like I added I added stuff to the jalapeno hummus to kind of like make it my own, so like spices and shit like that.
Yeah.
And like another day I was like, okay, I have a box of, because it was before the day before shopping day, right? I was like, I have a box of Ritz crackers. I have pepperoni in the fridge, and I got some cheese. So I just had like a charcuterie for dinner.
Yeah.
I was like crackers, cheese, and pepper. And it was like, that was actually way better than I was expecting it to be. Yeah. I was like, I won't be full after this. What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
And I was actually really full, and I was like, I'm actually proud of myself. I didn't like go and get Nando's because there's nothing in the fucking house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, 4.4 pound, mate.
Woo!
2 kilos, bang on.
I'm a machine.
Absolutely.
I just caught up with my fucking loss.
Again. Yeah. Yeah. Which is impressive. It brings you up over 20% of your total goal now. You are officially over a fifth of the way.
I'm hoping within 2 weeks, that'll say 25. I'm a quarter of the way there. Yeah. That'd be fucking awesome.
That'd be savage.
Yeah.
Because when's the date that you think you should be there?
Sometime in September. I think it's like early September.
Yeah. Mine keeps switching between December and January of so December at the end of this year.
Yeah.
January at the start of next year.
Yeah. But as I say before, right?
Which I'm happy about, right? Because my goal is, right? My missus doesn't like the sound of this, right?
Yeah.
But my goal is, when the next summer comes along, I can just be like, oh, I'm a bit too hot. Boosh.
Pop it off,
mate. You know, that's the fucking dream. That's the dream.
I hope I'm never that cunt, but
I desperately want to be that cunt.
We are. I mean, I know we're both excited. Especially, I think regardless of whether I'm low energy or I'm tired, I'm really fucking loving the podcast because it means that I'm checking in with my shit.
Yeah.
And like there's no room for slippage because like I can't be seen having my fucking numbers go up for like weeks. No. The max I'll be happy with is if it's like stagnant for 2 weeks and that's like pushing it, right?
We're gonna have to start taking the earlier like fucking you deleted the goal. You updated the thing. Your goal.
Did I?
Your goal number, yeah.
Oh, no. Well, it's 185. It's 185.
185. But we're going to actually have to start taking off the starting numbers.
What, because you'll be too big?
Too big. The numbers are already starting to overlap now in some areas, especially yours. So I have to start taking it. And we'll have to put at the top there going, started at.
Yeah.
For you, 286.6. That'd be 340.2.
I can't believe, right? Because I'm 264 now, right? So I've lost 22 pounds. I think I calculate on our sheet that we have, right? Yeah. I can't believe that. That's insane. Because for like the first month or two, I felt like I had imposter syndrome. Yeah. And I was like, this is just water weight, or this is just, or I'm stepping on the scales funny, or I'm like, I literally had.
Do you get that fucking anxiety about stepping on the scales wrong as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it every single time. I sit there and I'm like, am I distributing my fucking weight properly? Like...
okay, my girlfriend Elle, right? Her weight is like always the same.
Yeah.
Like it's never different. I was like, Elle, can you step on this? Because I weighed, because I lost 2 kilos. I was like, I don't know about that. So I was like, Elle, step on the scale. And sure enough, it was bang on. I was like, all right, okay.
When his missus stands on the scales, it just comes up in big red writing saying tiny.
I hope to like recode my fucking thing to be like, tiny. But yeah, and it's like I definitely have that anxiety too, 100%. As well as the anxiety of like, I haven't lost anything.
Yeah, I get, because obviously the numbers go up and down like for a little bit before they kind of settle, don't they? And I'm always like, I stand on it and I'm like, am I leaning too far to the right?
Yeah, am I leaning a bit too far forward, too far back?
And then I'm like, does that matter?
Because it's still the same amount of weight.
Still the same amount of weight. I'm just like, what's going on? And I always get anxious about it. I'm always like, are they broken? Especially when you lose a lot. When you lose a lot, you're like, something's fucking fishy here. Like,
I know, right? Because I was shocked. I was like, my goal was 2 kilos, and I got bang on 2 kilos. I'm like, that seems fishy. But yeah, I definitely get that too. And going back to what you said about January, December, right? I think I'm lucky in that my estimated arrival point is September. Because, like, let's say I have a few weeks. Let's say I have every 2 months, like we have here, right? Because it's been 2 months now, officially. I'll get 1 stagnant week.
Yeah.
That's what? Another 4 stagnant weeks?
Yeah.
So that's another month. So, like, October?
Yeah.
So let's say I went fucking crazy. Let's say I got in a car crash or something.
Yeah.
Like, literally what happened to you, right? And, like, I can't have the mental capacity to keep going as I was going, right? I have, like, 3 months worth of luck, because by my next birthday, when I'm 27, I don't want to be a fat fuck. That's my main goal.
That's a good plan. Yeah.
So, like, I have that wiggle room, which is really good for me, which I really like.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Me, not so good, but still good.
That's still good, bro.
But still good. Because it's funny, because that's, like, basically bang on the target that's inside of my lose it. Yeah, because I got 0.75 kilograms a week. I've got mine set to. So I was happy. And I was over the moon with it, because I'm telling you now, I did not have a good week. I was over on my lose it like 3 days. Yeah. Was it takeaway? Like I had a McDonald's and a Burger King, I think, in one day. I was like,
in one day. Was it breakfast and lunch?
No, it was like we went out for Burger King. Yeah. Like when we were at work. And then I came home and we had a McDonald's like later in the day. Because like I came home and it was one of those days where I'm like, I'm fucking. Yeah, I can't be fucking. Yeah. And Ruth's obviously knackered for work. She works hard as it is. And I was just like, Uber. I was like, just Uber, whatever you want. And she was like, I fancy a McDonald's. And I was like, I'm not going to fight it. I'm too tired.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, I was like,
what did you get? What did you get? Because I know you got at.
I get the same thing at McDonald's every time.
You didn't put your update for the vegan showdown.
Shit, no, I didn't. What did I do?
We can talk about it when we get to it.
Yeah, and I'll put it in, but when we get to it, I can't remember. What did I do? Oh, I did put it in. I did put it in.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I did put it in. Tell you now, it's on there.
I checked.
It's on there.
Literally before, I was like, oh, I guess he didn't do one this week.
It's on there.
So I dragged it out.
It's on there.
Because it literally wasn't on there. Yeah, I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's on there.
Are you sure? Is it dragged in the right place?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Short interlude on the pod.
And we're back.
And we're back, guys.
Sorry about that. Sorry about Editor J. I apologize.
Zack was a silly fish, weren't you, mate?
I was like, oh, because I only just remembered now. So I was like, oh, he didn't do anything this week. I would have known.
Yeah.
So I dragged it out. But then we actually did it. Yeah.
But yeah, so I was literally, when I stood on the scales, because it's funny, like you probably might remember it because you're focused on that number. But every time I stand on the scales, I forget what I said last time. So I have no idea until I look on the app, because I got smart scales, and the app that my smart scales use is called VoFit. Yeah. So it's only after VoFit registers my weight and then tells me how much I lost that I know.
Fair. No, yeah, I think.
Yeah, but like Ruth and I guess you and other people, like they remember the exact number that he said on the scales when they last stood on it.
Luckily for me is that my weight is almost always a round number. So it's usually kilo down from what it was before, and it's always a dead on kilo. So I'm like, oh, it was 122 last time, so 120.
Yeah, 2.2. 2.2 every week. And then it's 4.4.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But yeah, I had a terrible week diet-wise. But what I did is I had terrible days, really bad days, but I had the mental willpower to fast the next day. So I getting my fucking emergency bullets out of my gun. So the day I had the double Macca's Burger King combo meals, right? I fasted the next day. And then
Mm.
I think it was the Friday I fasted as well. No, I didn't fast on Friday. I effectively did what you do. I didn't have lunch at work. Yeah. And then I came home and I purposely had one of our low calorie meals. Like I think we had chicken char grills.
Yeah.
Which the chicken char grills, the actual 2 breast pieces you get, come to like 200 calories.
Yeah.
And then I had half a bag of microwave rice, Uncle Ben's rice. And then, is that what it's called anymore? Didn't they change it for
I think
sexual appropriation?
Didn't America change it, but we didn't change it?
Yeah, but you know what I mean when I say Uncle Ben's rice.
But in the bag, microwave rice. Yeah.
And a steamed veg bag. And that meal itself comes to like 597 calories, something like that. So it's a little bit over my fast limit.
Yeah.
But it was fucking sod all compared to like my daily limit.
I bet. Because you said on the podcast last week that I think tomorrow or the day of, you were going to have a fast day and you did it, right?
I did, yeah. Because my daily calorie limit at the moment, like when I'm still in the green, is 2,300. Yeah. So if I fast, then I get minus 1,800 calories for that day. You know, so I do that twice. This is why, like, when I'm fasting, if I do fast twice a week, I lose weight. Yeah. So rapidly. Yeah. You know.
I do like the way you're doing it because we had this conversation. I think.
I've got older skin now, so I'm worried. Like, if I was to do that, I'd actually gain because I don't have stretch marks. Yeah. You know, even though I fucking yo-yoed. Yeah. You know, I don't have stretch marks. I think I just must have resilient skin. Yeah. But the older I get, the less resilient it becomes. Probably,
yeah. You know? I think you'll be fine. If you haven't had it yet, and you're only like, what, 30-something?
Yeah, 31. 31. So I'll be 32, but I'll be 32 and thin, hopefully. Well, not thin.
Thinner.
Fit. 32 and fit. Fit as fuck, mate. But yeah, I think great week for both of us, I think, but for different reasons. Yeah. You know?
I think there was a useful lesson in there, though, because we talked about it in work. We were like, oh, it's crazy that some of these people, I say it's crazy. I'm not doing it. Some of these people are like, oh, I'm on a diet. I can't possibly have a McDonald's or something. Even though I really want it. I'm like, just figure it out. You're allowed to have things that you like as long as you can mitigate that afterwards, like you did, right?
There is a massive freedom in just calorie counting. Because if you got the calories, eat whatever the hell you like. Yeah. You know? It's only when you start, because you did macros, didn't you, the last time you tried to lose weight? Yeah. So it completely fucks up that kind of mentality. But when you go into just calorie counting, and if you're prepared, because obviously, like my missus, she can stick to, like, you know, because her calories are massively lower than mine for a week. Yeah. And she can stick to that. But, like, the thought of fasting for a day is like, fuck, that could not do that.
I mean, of course, because you're already at such a low level.
Like, I could not do that ever, you know? And I'm like, sometimes I do it by accident. I'm like, because I'm just so busy, I just don't eat.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean? I was like, sometimes, like, but still, like, I'll be, like, in physical pain if I don't fucking eat, like, lunch and then tea kind of thing. And I'm like, sometimes sometimes it's so busy at work, I don't end up going out at lunch. And then by that point, it's a 1 meal day anyway. Yeah. And I'm like, just have a small meal.
I definitely experienced that this week. Yeah. So usually I'm like, okay, it's 4:30. I'm at home. I'll bang on the air fryer. Yeah. Get it preheated. Whack some nuggies in or whatever, right? But because I'm going to work in the office so much, I come home. I'm home like 5:15, and then I turn on the air fryer. Completely forget I've done it. Cause I'm at home, like getting settled back into home. Yeah. And then it's like 7 p.m. and you're like, do you want to play Smite? I'm like, fuck, I need to eat something. Yeah. 100%.
Oh man. Yeah, because I'm like, because obviously I cook 4 times a week. Yeah. Ruth cooks 2 times a week. And then we got one day where we have a microwave meal. Yeah. And that's one of the days where I go to the office.
Are those any good?
The ones that we get, yeah.
Is it Morrison's?
Yeah, it's Morrison's Best, I think it's called. Yeah. Ruth doesn't get Morrison's Best. She gets a Weight Watchers spaghetti bolognese. Okay. And then
are they any? Because I see them, I'm like, that must be foul.
No, I get one. You wouldn't have it because you don't like beef, but I get braised braised steak and mash.
Yeah.
And that's what I get. And it's like...
Is the steak...
297 calories.
Is the steak chewy?
It's nice.
So it's not chewy?
It's yummy.
Is it chewy? You're avoiding the question. Is it chewy?
I don't know. Because
That's my issue with steak.
Nice.
I've had maybe 1/2 of one steak before that wasn't chewy.
It's not a steak. You're getting it wrong. It's braised beef. So it's beef.
Oh, okay.
Not steak.
All right.
Yeah. So steak is beef, but you know what I mean? It's
It's
more roast beef than it is steak.
Have you ever had a steak that wasn't chewy at all?
Yeah.
I need to experience that because right now in my head, steak is fucking foul. It's just a chewy bits of rubber intermixed with occasional hints of goodness.
You need to let me,
mate. I'll fucking let you make me a steak. But I swear to God, if I find
pan-seared steak with a fucking lovely red wine jus, fucking mushroom juice, it's fucking good shit.
I think I would love that. But I'm telling you now, if I get some chewy bits, I ain't pulling punches. I'm like, what the fuck is this? 100%.
Yeah, but steak's meant to be chewy at some extent.
No, but like, I'm talking like, and you take it out as a piece of fucking gum.
Oh yeah, you're having it too well done. That's why.
I have medium rare.
Well, clearly not.
That's what I asked for.
Yeah, clearly not.
That's what I asked for.
And like, do you try and eat the fat, or do you cut it off?
I've never prepared steak myself.
Because obviously, depending on the cut, you can like, if you get a rump, for instance, one side of your rump is going to just be like all fat.
Yeah.
So like, my dad will just fucking eat it. He'll eat everything. Yeah. So, but me, I'll go around with like a fucking really sharp knife.
Yeah.
And just take the whole edge off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then just chuck that away. But some people, they'll just eat the whole thing.
That's mad to me.
You know?
Actually mad.
But like, say I get like a sirloin, like a better quality cut.
Yeah.
And it's got fat. It won't be as bad. So usually I'll try and eat it like with a bit of the meat. So like I'll just cut it and try and eat it. And most of the time I can with like a sirloin, but with a rump steak I can't eat.
What's the best steak you've had? Sorry, all the vegans out there that are listening.
The best steak I've had is a steak I've made.
What cut was it?
It was sirloin from the butcher. If anyone lives in Staple Hill, I can't remember what it's called. Summit Maze, I think.
I know the one you're talking
Blue
about.
Shop. Yeah. I got 2 sirloin steaks from there when I used to live in Staple Hill.
All right.
Banging.
I'll buy 2 sirloins. You cook them up for us.
Fucking right, I'll do that shit. No problem, mate.
We'll document
We'll do a fat man cooks episode.
And just alienate all the people that the opposite of the vegan fucking showdown.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I like that.
We ready to move on?
Ready.
Yeah. So next up we have it's a new segment. This is Zack's.
It is. I came up with the name.
Yeah. So Zack and Jay alienate the audience.
But Jay agreed to it, so if you feel alienated, it's not just me.
Yeah.
Okay?
So, explain it. Do you want me to click it and then you explain it?
Okay, I'll explain it first.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm aware that in previous podcasts, we've had maybe half an hour to an hour, sometimes, probably not an hour, but half an hour, 45 minutes of just waffling about shit that probably you, me, and one viewer cares about.
Yeah.
And the rest of them are like, holy, how the fuck are they still talking about fucking Spider-Man or some shit, right? 100%.
If you don't care about Spider-Man, I'm sorry. We can't be friends.
So, I thought it would be a good idea because I want to talk about this shit. I know maybe 2 or 3 people that out of our like 50 whatever audience, right?
Yeah.
Actually enjoy listening to, right?
Right.
And since I do all the chapters for the YouTube, right?
Yeah.
I can note this as Zack and Jay alienate the audience. So from now on, they just go, okay, what is it at the beginning?
Yeah.
Fuck that, skip it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So the plan is for us to talk about what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Not that we ever don't talk about what we want to talk about, but something niche that we want to talk about that we both enjoy.
Okay.
And sorry, audience.
Sorry, audience. Right, okay. So should I click it now?
Yeah, click it.
Right, what have we got here then, mate? What have we got here? Oh, tier list. Right, I remember. Oh, tier list for Marvel films.
Go on, zoom it in, lad. Zoom it in.
Oh, right, okay. So let's go up here.
So probably people are going to be upset. I think if we haven't seen it or isn't released yet, put it in D.
I've seen them all. And surely
you've seen Ant-Man and Wasp? Oh, wait, I have too.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's not a Marvel thing I haven't seen.
We haven't seen Moon Knight yet.
Yeah, I don't think we should do ones that haven't been released.
Okay, can you add a tier to it saying not watched yet?
Can you do that?
Alignment chart? Some settings? I've never made one before. Add a row below.
New. There we go. Just leave it as new. So
okay, sure.
Yeah, so Moon Knight is going in new because it can't be rated.
What else is there? Love and Thunder's not on there. Okay.
No, Love and Thunder is not on there.
Everything else though.
No, I think that's it.
Okay,
Everything else can be rated.
Good. Okay.
So are we going to start from the top, start good and then shit, or start shit and then good?
Well, either we can go in chronological order, or we can pick them out from there, or we can like literally just go from what we've what's there. So start with Ant-Man and Wasp if you want.
Yeah. So we'll go left. We'll go the English reading way.
Yes.
Top, left, right. Okay.
English reading way.
So if me personally, so this is Ant-Man and Wasp, so that's Ant-Man 2 essentially. I would put that because what we're gonna have to do is a median, really, aren't we? So, like, say if I pick it as a D and you pick it as an S, that makes it a B, right?
Yeah.
Right. So,
or I'm open to having my view changed if you say, mate, I can't remember a single thing about that. I'm like, you're right. Yeah, let's put it in D. I think it was convincing that could happen. Me
personally, I would put Ant-Man and Wasp as a B level film.
I would say I actually agree with that.
Yeah. I'd say I went to.
It's a high B. So the way it works, I think, or the way I've seen it works is left is a high B, far right is a low B. If that makes sense.
But we can't do that because we're doing them in.
What do you mean? But we can move it around once we get the B's set up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so.
Yeah.
Right.
So first Ant-Man. I'd say a high C.
So you enjoyed Ant-Man and the Wasp
100%
more than the original Ant-Man.
I respect the fact that there's an origin story.
Yeah.
But I also respect the fact that they put a lot more effort in the second one. In a lot of ways. And I can remember more about the second one being good than I can remember about the first one being good.
I don't know. I don't know if the first one was funnier.
I don't think it was. I think it was...
Because
it was the first foray into let's lean heavy into the comedy.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Guardians of the Galaxy. But even Guardians of the Galaxy...
I'll give you that. So first Ant-Man is a C. Right. Age of Ultron. Now this is going to be decisive, man. Because funny enough, me and you both like Age of Ultron, don't we? But it gets a lot of shit.
It gets Larry. Yeah.
It gets a lot of shit.
I would put Age of Ultron S tier. Sorry.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I'd go A.
Okay, so
I'd go A.
That's high A it then.
Yeah, I reckon high A for Age of Ultron. And I don't know what people's problem with Age of Ultron is because people get pissy that James Spader made, or the Ultron that they made was quite human, didn't they?
Yeah.
They made him he jokes, he's sarcastic.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's so good, bro.
But I just love that bit because obviously James Spader's voice is just
fucking biblical,
amazing. Yeah, you know,
100%.
No strings
on me.
You know, I don't get what people's problem with Age of Ultron is.
I think it's okay. This is gonna sound really bad now.
Yeah,
I think early Avengers.
Yeah.
That's hard to say because there's like 5 Avengers films, right? And I count Civil War as an Avengers film.
Yeah.
Basically, right?
What's it? It's only missing Thor and Hulk, right? They're the only 2 that aren't in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're in the story wise, they're off world.
They're already
aren't they?
exactly. Yeah. But I think it's probably one of my top 10 or top 5 Marvel films.
Age of Ultron. Yeah. I fucking love Age of Ultron.
Same.
You know, I bloody love it.
Doesn't get its fucking dues, mate.
You know, and obviously you get the first teaser of Cap wiggling the hammer, don't you?
Yeah,
so you get
exactly.
The first teaser
and just the whole, it was very much because I think
introduction of Vision. Vision gets introduced.
I don't want to spoil my opinion about another Avengers movie. But I think the way it was written in terms of it really made you feel a lot for the characters a lot more.
Yeah.
Because it was very cozy for a lot of it. Just what we doing? How are you? Literally, it's the only film you see them chilling.
Yeah.
Literally the only film,
just
right?
Having a drink, having a party.
Yeah, exactly.
It starts. Yeah.
I think that's an invaluable piece to the Marvel puzzle.
Yeah, I reckon A tier personally. I reckon A tier. Yeah. Right. So we got Infinity War.
Also A tier for me.
Yeah. Because I'm in my head, I know the films I'm giving an S to.
Yeah. Same.
And if they're not as good as the S, then it makes them an A, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I reckon A tier because I had this conversation with you about when we were talking about Spider-Man in the first pod,
yeah,
and I said Endgame and Infinity War are biblical movies, but they emotionally damage me so much that I don't want to watch them. So I can't be like,
I get it.
I can't be like, I love this film. I can watch it all the time because I can't. I can't watch Infinity War and Endgame all the time.
I see some coming up. Can we add a new tier and just call it trash?
Yeah, total fucking gubs. Add row below.
And then you can maybe you can
hang on.
You can rename it in the actual thing. Can you?
Hang on. If I go, no, that's D. I don't want to edit that. Right. So edit this one.
There you go.
Let's go grey, and it's called
Poo poo cock. Oh, you messed it up.
Oh fuck. We'll get used to this. So this is called TRASH. Trash, mate. So do I just close this down at a change?
Yeah, I think
so trash.
Cool. Nice.
Right. I wonder why that's coming in. So I'm putting Captain Marvel affectionately in trash.
I think it's a D.
You think it's a D?
I think it's a D.
All right, so it's got to be a low D.
But I knew that you'd say trash, so that's
Captain
why.
Marvel was fucking crap. Absolutely crap.
I liked bits of it.
Yeah.
And I liked that we got to see a young Sammy boy.
Yeah.
Right? But I think it had a lot of potential. And I think it didn't finish its dinner. If that makes sense.
I think when a person that's been in the universe for 10 films by that point or some shit in Sam Jackson is the highlight of the movie that's not about Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
Is all you need to know about that fucking film. It was just awful. It did the thing that fucking Eric Bana's Hulk did, which was taking too long with no fucking Hulk.
Yeah.
You know, like she's Captain Marvel and it's like, yeah, she's a bit strong. She can do like a little bit of stuff, like, but she's been locked away by this fancy chip that keeps her powers fucking at bay. That kind of bollocks. They should have released that 20 minutes into the film.
Yeah, I think, I think you're right. And I think it has a problem. I think maybe 2 other films on this list has.
And what I hate about it is now it's one of the things that pisses me off about the MCU currently is it's now like known throughout like the universe and through all the Avengers that Captain Marvel's the strongest person, even though Thor is always like but it's like that thing. But like she's never shown it. I mean,
in fairness, she
she destroyed a ship. Yeah, she destroyed a ship.
But it was nothing to her.
She didn't do fuck all to Thanos though, did she? You know? Like, if she's that strong, she should have just landed and just been like... Right. Like, you think about it, like, in comparison to Justice League, the Justice League without Superman trying to fight Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf was battering him. And then Superman just shows up and he's like, right, end of you, mate. And just fucks him up. You know? Which is what Captain Marvel essentially should have been able to do. You know? But it's just like... And obviously, I just think she's... The character is cocky, but not in an endearing way like Thor is. Like when Thor, he's like, and he's just like, I am the strongest.
Because I think it's
like when he's in the trying to get the ship to go. It's like
strongest Avenger.
And he's like error. And he's like Point Break.
I think
damn it, you're stuck.
It has a problem. A few films on the list have of that. I've watched it once, and I don't remember much of it. No. Whereas Age of Ultron, I've watched once.
Yeah.
Because it's so good, I don't want to ruin it, right? And I still remember like 90% of that film. Yeah. So I'm like, there's a few films with a similar characteristic, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So, so Captain America: The Winter Soldier for me, S tier film.
Agreed.
S tier. Agreed. Film. This was my favorite Marvel film for like 15 years straight.
I'm not sure it's been around 15 years, but I get what you're saying.
Well, hang on, let's find out, right? So,
I reckon
Edward Norton, because that's essentially Edward Norton's Hulk, essentially the start of the MCU, right?
It was 2008. Oh, 2008.
2008, so 15 years. It's 2022.
Yeah, but in the 15 years worth of Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay,
so the 15 years worth of Marvel... That was my favourite Marvel film. And even though films were great, they never got close to it. I was just like, no.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is insane when you think about it.
Not only is it a great Marvel film. It's just a really fucking good action movie. It's just a really good action movie. Especially when you find out all the stunts are done properly. There's no CGI like with the fucking flipping the knife up. And Like, oh my god.
It's a really good action film. Like, it harkens back to like 80s action films.
And one of the things that annoys me about the MCU is actually Bucky.
Yeah.
He's starting to get a bit better now, but Bucky is established in the Winter Soldier as being fucking badass.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, Cap is having trouble with trying to fucking catch this motherfucker, you know what I mean? And if you've watched any other Marvel film with Cap in, even though he's got less powers than everyone else, he seems to beat fucking everyone. You know what I mean? But it takes him ages to beat Bucky, you know? And he doesn't essentially beat Bucky in there.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
But then every movie after that, Bucky's like a side piece after that, isn't he? You know what I mean?
It's true. It's weird, yeah.
So yeah, and it was just great. And like, Bucky was like scary as fuck. Like, as the Winter Soldier, like when he's got the mask on, he just fucking like chucks the fucking shield at him and he just catches it, you know. It's
pretty lit, yeah.
They kind of trying to do like the kind of essential thing, like in the start of the New Wars trilogy, where fucking Kylo catches the fucking blaster laser in midair. Oh, it always reminded me of that from the Winter Soldier.
I tried watching that film. I tried watching all the new ones.
Someone tries to shoot him with a blaster and he catches like the energy filled with the Force.
Yeah.
But yeah, he for me it's an S tier.
Okay, same.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, S tier film. I fucking love the Winter Soldier. You'll have to watch it again now. Right, and then in total and complete comparison with this,
trash.
You reckon First Avengers trash?
Trash. I rewatched it last year. I say that. I tried to rewatch it last year. I couldn't finish it.
I'm going to
at the halfway mark.
I'm going to do what you did with Captain Marvel. Yeah. It's low D.
Low D. Is it lower than Captain Marvel though?
No.
So you put it to the left. Actually, no, I disagree with that. I don't know. We'll see when we get more in there.
First Avenger is a better film than Captain Marvel.
I don't know. That's true.
I reckon if I got Metacritic up, it would agree with me.
I don't know about that. I don't think we want to bet that. But
I want to find out. I'm finding out.
The first half.
Yeah.
Right? Great film.
Right.
After that, it just becomes weird, creepy dog shit.
Weird, creepy dog shit. Right. So, Captain. Why does it do this?
I'll do Miss Marvel.
Movie. Not Miss Marvel. No, I'm doing Captain Marvel. That's what I'm doing.
Oh.
So, Captain Marvel 2019 film. Rotten Tomatoes 79%, but IMDb 6.8, and some place called IndieWire is 2.5.
First Avenger, it's 2011, over to 11 years old. So how much is it on?
Are we doing Metacritic or are we doing?
I have Common Sense Media, Rotten Tomatoes, and IMDb.
So Metacritic, Captain Marvel 64%.
Okay, I do Metacritic.
So First Avenger, Metacritic, 66. I win.
What was
64? Metacritic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
2%.
Ever so sad. But if we did let's go by IMDb instead. Go on.
IMDb. Right. So First Avenger. Are you doing First Avenger or are you doing?
I'm doing First Avenger.
Right. Okay. So,
let's do IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes because that's the most common ones we use.
So Captain Marvel IMDb.
Yeah.
So what's First Avenger?
You say yours first.
6.8 is Captain Marvel.
Oh, 6.9 is the first one. But what about Rotten Tomatoes?
So Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel. Rotten Toms is 79.
79.
So overall, First Avenger is a better movie.
By a fucking way for a thin margin. But yeah. I think the first half is really good. Yeah. And like you see his origins, you see why he was chosen. Stanley Tucci as the doctor of just like, maybe we need a little guy. Yeah. Do you like bullies? Do you want to kill Nazis? You really get a feel for who he is.
Yeah.
And that sets the basis for all the other films of what you expect of him.
Yeah.
Which is really good. But once it comes to the part of like, I think Bucky falling off the train, maybe even before that, right? Yeah. You're like, what are we doing here? Come on, fellas, what are we doing here?
I'm not saying it's a great film, because obviously I put it in D. Put it in D. First Avengers is better than Captain Marvel.
I'd say just for the first half,
Captain Marvel will be going in trash.
Just for the first half, I'd say sure.
Okay, so next up we got Civil War. Oof. For me, solid A.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. I'd say a lower A.
A lower A, so it goes on the right side, right?
Right side, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say an A. I quite liked it. Weirdly, it's the end. So I'd say the last quarter of the movie is the bit I think's the weakest.
Really?
Yeah, like when they go to the fucking thing and they have their little fight. Like,
yeah.
I think it's the weakest bit of the movie. Like when they find out. Like, I don't know, I just thought like...
The whole Zemo thing was really interesting. It was just an average dude. I really like that. I just
thought like the payoff of, Bucky was the one that killed his parents kind of thing. I just thought it could be done a little bit better. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree. There's something off about it a tiny bit.
Because obviously, things it did well, introducing Spider-Man, introduced him perfectly, established him as being strong as fuck.
Yeah.
Without, in Captain Marvel sense, having Captain Marvel to keep telling you how strong she is. Yeah. He just goes, catches Bucky's fucking arm, and he's just like, oh, cool, you got it's so understated, but it establishes it's like, this motherfucker can catch Cap's shield.
Yeah.
And he's just punched him, and he's grabbed his arm like it's fucking nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
True. It's true. I like the fact that it's the first introduction of...
and he literally kicks 2 fucking Avengers' asses.
Yup. And just as a quick thing, I have a lot of time. Sorry, guys.
He's like, going out, man. He's like, I told you, just shoot web and stay out the way. You know what I mean? But
I think for Spider-Man and the midsection, it's probably really good. Probably an A. Actually, it might be a mid-A, yeah?
Yeah.
But... I think the whole beginning bits of trying to shoehorn politics into it, of just Scarlet Witch throws a fucking suicide bomber or whatever into a building, right? I'm like, he would have done more damage on the ground with more people.
Yeah. That's not what it, it's
and let's say she did nothing, it wouldn't be like, oh, Avengers failed to do X.
Yeah.
It would be terrorist explodes something. It wouldn't be, oh, it's 100% Scarlet Witch fought everyone. What?
Yeah.
What?
It's not, no.
Yeah, no, I think that was weird. Yeah.
Do you think it's better than Age of Ultron or Infinity War?
Not Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
And Infinity War just for the cultural impact of memes.
Yeah, so you think that's the right...
I think that's about the right place. Cool. Yeah, I agree.
So, first Doctor Strange.
Ooh.
For me...
Solid B for me.
It will be a C for me.
I think low B.
Low B?
Actually, no, you're right. Actually, you're absolutely right. C. I'm thinking more about it. There are some really cringe bits.
Did you enjoy the Doctor Strange film more than Ant-Man?
Did I enjoy the Doctor? I think just because it introduced a lot of cool shit. Yes, right. But in terms of narrative structure, I wouldn't say it's any better. I just like the Dormammu I've come to bargain sticks in my head.
Yeah, it's like we've had this thing about Doctor Strange. We both have this thing, don't we? Where he's been plunged into this incredibly important role in the Avengers MCU.
Yeah,
but I just don't think he deserves it yet.
Or as in the status.
Because even Kevin Feige has said he's basically Tony Stark now. As in he called him the anchor. He goes, he's the anchor for all of the MCU.
My issue with Doctor Strange.
I'm like, I don't even feel he's fleshed out yet.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
My main issue with Doctor Strange is, especially shown in No Way Home, right? He was a fucking expert genius surgeon.
Yeah.
And now he's a fucking dad with magical powers.
Yeah.
What do you do? Show his ability to do critical thinking. He's probably as smart as Peter.
And I always find his tone keeps changing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, his tone, in the first half of Doctor Strange, he's like an arrogant wanker, isn't he?
He's an arrogant wanker, and he's actually fucking mean as fuck.
Yeah.
Right? And you need some of that to be fleshed out and changed gradually, like in Iron Man, right? He's a dick at the beginning, he's arrogant, right? And then the second one, he's a dick, arrogant, and he's a cunt.
Yeah.
Right? And then you see the switches. He has to win people back. He has to get Pepper back. He has to apologize to Rhodey. He has to do all these things to redeem himself. Yeah. Doctor Strange is just like, oh, because of magic, I'm a happy, good-go-lucky guy now. What?
Yeah.
What?
I'm Sorcerer Supreme now, so I'm happy and I'm sarcastic and whatever.
Yeah, I'm
yeah. Because it's it wasn't even with Ragnarok, the tone change was in response to the first 2 movies being dog shit.
Fucking dog shit.
You know what I mean?
Spoilers.
Yeah,
dog
spoilers.
Shit.
Being dog shit. So they had to change it.
Yeah.
You know? But Doctor Strange was average to good film. It was rated pretty well on Metacritic. So
I think it's because I'm only putting it there because it introduced a lot of really important and cool stuff.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
About like magic.
Introduce magic.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
the world.
Which is really important.
Yeah.
And it also,
especially fucking now. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's what I mean. He's like found himself as the most important character in the MCU.
They've done him dirty, mate.
But like he's been not built up to be it.
Has he? He hasn't had a second. That's crazy.
No, we had Multiverse of Madness.
This is his second film.
Will be his second film. Is that in the list? Because that will have to go.
Yeah.
In
right
here.
In there.
Right.
But yeah, I hope they do him right.
Yeah.
And that maybe explain maybe he's like fucking got a personality disorder or something.
Yeah.
So he's like, I don't know. I hope they explain it somehow and fix it basically.
Right. Endgame.
Right up there an S.
You put an S?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I'm happy to put it in an S.
Yeah.
But it's not better than Winter Soldier for me.
No, I agree.
Yeah. So I think it sits perfectly there.
Yeah.
I think personally.
Yeah.
Those two films, and there's probably going to be more in S, as we probably know, but these films are fucking biblical films outside of MCU. If they're just on their own movies that you could understand narratively,
they're just like...
They are fantastic films.
The direction isn't like many of the other superhero films.
Yeah.
Like the first opening shot in Endgame of like, it's like some kind of like space horror where... Yeah. Iron Man is stuck in space, exactly. It's like
skinny as
oh fuck.
Yeah.
This is some real shit, right?
He's talking to the fucking helmet, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. And like he's replaying and like the way it's shot, like the close-ups, the lighting, perfect.
Yeah,
really good stuff.
I think honestly, S tier, I just say it's not quite as good as Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I'm happy to concede. I'd say they're almost identical in my opinion.
Cool. Next up is that Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
If you asked me, 2014, I would have been like S tier.
S tier, yeah.
If you ask me now, low A.
Low A.
Low A.
Right.
What about you?
Yeah, I don't think it's better than any of those.
Those. No, I agree.
But I would be like you. I think in 2014, before all these other ones came out, other than Winter Soldier, obviously. Yeah, it would have been one of the... Well, it probably still is one of the top films, but I think Guardians of the Galaxy is James Gunn's first film for MCU, wasn't it? And it established him as, like, the musical king for film and TV. It's like he adds the perfect music to shots.
The tonality and, like, setting the scene of something like that, I think was really impressive.
And, like, introducing Quill, and he just starts dancing and stuff. It's, like, establishing everything about that character you need to know within about 10 seconds.
Yeah. I think, and they introduced like a world beyond our world as well in it.
It was space, wasn't it?
Exactly. So I'm giving it an A, but there are also some occasional cringe moments that I'm like, I watch now, I'm like, I don't know about that. But yeah, overall, A tier. But I think this happens every time people make tier lists. I don't think Ant-Man and the Wasp belongs in B. I think it's a C.
Well, I said Ant-Man and the Wasp was C.
Let's put it in C.
Yeah,
because I think we haven't gotten to a B movie yet. Because a B is like significantly better than a C. Yeah. But it's not quite A. That's my opinion of a B. Yeah. Like if I got a B in school, I'd be like, oh, I almost got an A. I would be like, oh, it's almost a C. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I think that's the first B film.
I think that's the first B film.
Yeah, that's straight away. I think that's the first B film. It didn't tread any new water.
No, it didn't.
It wasn't as good as the first,
but it fixed Thor.
But it fixed.
Yeah, the Thor film was good.
Yeah. Because he lands on the outside of it, doesn't he? You know. It fixed Thor. I think it's a solid B film.
Yeah,
solid B film. It's not a C and it's not an A.
Yeah.
So this is Long Way Home.
Long Way Home.
Long Way Home.
Far From Home.
Far From Home. This is Far From Home. So
I put that at a B. I'm putting that at a B.
We're talking Spider-Man 2, aren't we? We're talking Mysterio.
Wait, no. I just realised that's volume 2 of Guardians of the Galaxy, not volume 2 of... I'd still put it in B.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's different reasons. So but I put it in B.
Spider-Man 2, essentially. So, actually, because I can't say Spider-Man 2, because Spider-Man 2 is there.
Yeah.
So, Spider-Man...
I put it at high B.
Far From Home.
I put it above Guardians of the Galaxy volume 2.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'd say the same.
Yeah.
I'd say the same, yeah. I think there's a lot about about Far From Home I have issues with.
Yeah.
I'm like...
It's just how they... same thing. The glasses, the fact they give it to... The
glasses is the fact they give it to him.
Yeah,
but it's not even it. It's the fact that fucking Nick Fury doesn't know who Quentin Beck is.
yeah, it's a bit fucked.
It's not possible. Quentin Beck, at this point, if he's working and he's creating... Was it fart or turd or something?
Barf.
Barf. Yeah. If he's at the point where he's actually creating barf for Stark Industries, he's a scientist that S.H.I.E.L.D. would definitely know about.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Like, you can't erase that shit.
Yeah, there's loads of stuff in that film. I'm like, it's not realistic.
Yeah.
No, it's not realistic.
But if you get over those bits, it has some really impressive stuff in it.
Yeah.
I think I've only seen it once. And
I have had a counter argument to this point I'm making.
What?
Because they haven't established how long...
S.H.I.E.L.D.'s existed?
No, how long the alien race that's in Captain Marvel has been posing as Nick Fury.
True. So that could be the issue.
Because
I can't imagine Nick Fury's not completely hands off though.
Yeah.
He'd be like, how you being like me? What's the information you're saying? Because I don't want you ruining my reputation. 100% he'd be hands on about it though.
But yeah, there's a lot. So yeah, I'd say a B tier simply because I enjoy the film. Like you enjoy
very fun.
Spider-Man's one of those characters that's just enjoyable to watch fight stuff. Isn't
very fun.
Yeah. So I'd say solid B. So we're going Edward Norton's Hulk, the very first MCU movie.
I think it's been. I probably watched it the year it came out. I haven't watched it since. I can remember like a quarter of it.
I personally say I enjoyed it more than all these 5 films.
Yeah.
But I didn't enjoy it more than these 2. So I'd say
a high C.
A high C.
Yeah, so like you were like two marks off getting a B.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd say high C because I enjoyed it all more than both the Ant-Mans and Doctor Strange.
Yeah. I think
because Hulk, just like Spider-Man, is just fun to watch.
Yeah.
On a screen.
And I think they did him. Edward Norton did him really well.
Yeah.
And like,
well, personally, this may
prefer Eric Bana's.
No. I think Edward Norton's Hulk is the best Hulk.
I would agree.
You know, I think he's the best Hulk.
Yeah, I don't think I could finish.
Professor Hulk is just shit. I don't like Professor Hulk. Right. And like. That was one of the things I didn't like about the Endgame. Like, I didn't like it that Hulk was like now scared to kind of narratively. It made no sense to me.
Sure,
you know, because if it was Edward Norton's Hulk, he's just a fucking guy that just loves to fight. Like he just wants to fight.
Yeah.
And he gained control over it.
Yeah.
I'd say he's the best Hulk, but the film. Yeah.
It's weird how that's canon now.
Yeah.
Oh, that it was always canon because Iron Man showed at the end.
Because that's what he cut. And also, like when he goes, "Oh, that's my secret. I'm always angry."
Yeah.
He's talking about how Edward Norton's Hulk developed the ability to change it out of fault.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, is that 2? So that's Iron Man 2.
That's a solid C tier right there. Low C.
I'd be going
low C. There are good bits. Low C. There are good bits. Low C.
Personally, but I will give you a low C.
All right.
I'll give you a low C. I'd be going on a D.
High D. High D, you got 2 marks away.
High D. Yeah.
High D, you almost got a C.
Yeah.
But now you still have to tell your parents you got a D.
Why is it not letting me do that? Go there. Right. So yeah, I'd go D. It's funny. The first, like, my favourite characters film. So Captain America, your favourite character's film, Iron Man 2 for the very bottom on there. But yeah, it was just weird. Whiplash is a really nothing character to be introducing for a second film.
Yeah.
Like Whiplash is the kind of shit character you introduce for a first movie.
Yeah.
You know, not a second movie. Like
and they just even Jon Favreau, the director, right? He wanted to go to make a really, really dark film about Tony's alcoholism. Yeah. Right? And the studio
he wanted to do Devil in a Bottle comic, didn't he?
Exactly, right? Yeah. But Marvel was like, look, you got a good thing going. Just make a, you know.
Yeah.
Just make the same thing you made before and you'll make a lot of money. And we want you to make the same thing before.
And
we don't want you to fuck up, right? And Jon Favreau was like, I guess, okay, let's do it, right? It flopped and he like sunk into like a depression. And he was like, he made, if you know the movie Chef.
Yeah.
The Chef was an allegory on Iron Man 2. Yeah, because in the movie of Chef, I don't know. I'm talking about Chef, but in the movie of Chef, he's a chef and he wants to make a really good, really new menu for this critic.
Yeah.
But the owner was like, "Look, people like your shit. Make the usual shit, and we'll get a good rating. We can't risk this, right?"
Gonna make cinema that, isn't it?
Yeah, right. And then
all I'm gonna say is Fast and Furious franchise.
Okay. But anyway, yeah. So in the movie, Jon Favreau's character capitulates and he's like, "Okay, fine, I'll make the usual shit."
Yeah.
And then the critic hates it, and he's like, "For fuck's sake, I wanted to make something," and that's basically what happened with Iron Man 2.
Because like you think Iron Man 1, bad guy wants to get a hold of Iron Man's technology and get in a suit himself by the end of the movie. Iron Man 2, bad guy wants to get into his technology, get into a suit towards the end of the movie.
Iron Man 3, a bit different.
Yeah.
But we'll see, because Iron Man 3's up.
Yeah. Iron Man 3 is up. For me, Iron Man 3 would be going inside of a...
Oh, yeah.
I still enjoyed Hulk better than Iron Man.
I'd put it higher, but I'm willing to give you this one.
I'd say...
In the sake for the fact that I'm going to make you do this next one. So Iron Man 1...
And this will
Iron Man 1 S tier. Don't give a fuck.
So Iron Man 1 S tier, and this is the thing, because if we're going to have to medium this, it's going to hurt you, brother.
Fuck you.
It's going to fucking hurt you, brother.
Fuck you.
So for me, Iron Man 1 is a solid bottom B tier.
You're a fool.
So
it's a medium A then. So you have to put it above
so
Civil
you
War.
think, is it better than Age of Ultron?
Yes.
In your opinion? So it's better than every single movie in that A tier now?
So you have to put it dab in the middle, mate.
So dab in the middle. Cool. Fine.
You fucking fool.
I'm okay with that.
You fucking
It's too high, but
fool.
It's too high.
We wouldn't have the rest of our fucking films to rate if it wasn't for him.
I know, but
show some goddamn respect.
That doesn't mean it's the best film.
Show some goddamn motherfucking respect. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I'd say it's S tier.
No,
you're a fucking
fool.
B. We're gonna have fucking words after the podcast.
Yeah, it's definitely not an S tier movie.
All right, well, let's go. Let's go.
Right. So next up, we have Black Panther.
Solid B. Whoa!
Fucking crap.
I reckon it's like a B.
It's the best thing about Black Panther is Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, exactly, that's what I'm saying.
You said it's a B.
He's fucking biblical.
I was joking when I put it in a D. I won't put it
okay.
I'd have put it like mid C, but if you're going to go B, I'll go low B.
I'm good with low B.
Yeah. I'll go low B.
Michael B. Jordan was fucking incredible.
He was incredible.
And like the
fucking cheesy fucking stupid meme jokes that they put in there.
Yeah,
like when she goes,
cringe.
What are those?
Admittedly
it's
cringe.
It's just cringe as fuck.
But But it's the first film.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, obviously.
But
obviously.
Yeah. The problem, and I have a real fucking issue with it winning an Oscar. Real big issues with it. If the movies above this aren't Oscar worthy,
the fact that No Way Home was nominated is
no fucking way on earth should Black Panther have won an Oscar.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think the best thing about Black Panther is the first time in a Marvel film I felt like I feel for the villain. I actually really care about this villain.
It's just like in Civil War, because obviously Spider-Man and Black Panther were introduced in Civil War.
Yes.
Black Panther's more badass in Civil War.
Was Black Panther introduced? Oh, he was, wasn't he?
It's like when he sits there and he goes and he says I'm the protector of my entire country. He's like protects us, and he goes the real question is, how long can you keep your friend from me? You know, and he's like badass. They're like, Bucky, you made it. Like,
true.
Looking at him just
he was like a really. I think I like the fact that they highlighted that he's like a really compassionate, understanding character as well, because he was blinded by rage to begin with, right? But at the end, he's talking to Zemo like, I'm sorry.
He stops Zemo from killing himself.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have to go, and it's like him in that film is fucking biblical. Yeah, right.
You know, he's like Civil War is a better Black Panther film than Black Panther. You know,
that's a shame. Yeah, I think there are a lot of things they could have changed to make it better. Yeah. It's just a shame we can't see Chadwick Boseman again.
It is a shame. But Michael B. Jordan in that film was great, and it was like, for him, it was probably felt like, redemption, because he's back in a Marvel movie, and he's good, like, because he was in Fantastic Four, and people were just like, this is the worst film
he's so fucking good in that film.
You know? Yeah, so I'd put it solid B, lower B.
Yeah.
So we got Homecoming. Tom Holland's first official single man stint as the Spider-Man.
I'm doing you a favor here, low A. I'm doing you a favor. I'm doing you a fucking favor. I'm doing you because I know you're gonna put it in like fucking D or some shit. I can't stand it being in like B.
I give it high. I would give it a low B. So if you're giving it a low A,
high B.
It a high B. So it's a high B.
Definitely better than the first.
It's better than second. It's better.
Second,
than the second
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with a high B.
Because it's funny. It's funny because I actually love Keaton. I think Keaton's an amazing actor, and he is menacing as fuck. Like when he's in the back of his car,
he's more menacing in the fucking car than he is as a fucking
as the villain. He's more menacing as just a fucking dad.
Yeah,
like he just turns around and he's like, "I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill your family." Because he says that he goes, "Okay," and he's like, he is
Keaton's
scary
incredible.
as fuck.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah, he is scary as fuck. He's fantastic.
And it's the first. I needed it, man.
Yeah,
I needed a proper
it's a perfect name as well, isn't it? Homecoming.
Yeah,
you know, it's like
it gives you the vibes, and it's like perfect for like where I was like in fucking first year uni when it came out. I was like, I fucking feel this shit. This is my fucking jam.
Yeah.
Right. I had music that I was listening to. I felt not recognized, but I felt really good about that film.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite Marvel film for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. As I said, we walked out of cinema and I was already saying.
People complaining it's Iron Man Jr., but at the same time, Iron Man Jr., I'm fucking with that, right? But I did say to you, as soon as we left No Way Home, if you haven't seen it, spoilers.
Yeah.
As soon as we left No Way Home, I was like, I'm happy my boy's finally Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because
proper Spider-Man.
I can concede that he wasn't proper Spider-Man before.
Yeah.
He had fucking billionaires at his beck and call. I'm like, that ain't Spider-Man, to be fair. It's a different kind of take, and I'm glad that we get the OG kind of feel for it.
Right.
Trash.
Thor 1, trash. Right.
Thor 2, trash.
Thor 2, trash. That was quick, wasn't it?
Yep.
They were both crap.
Thor Ragnarok.
I think Thor 2 is even worse than Thor 1.
I think we should make another tier and just put Thor 2.
I think, honestly,
Thor 2 was
these two
beyond
are the
dog
worst
shit.
movies.
Because at least in Thor 1, you had introduction of the character, introduction of his friends, understanding about what the people on Earth he's relating to and you had some funny memes from it. I like this. Another smash the glass, fish out of water sitch.
Yeah.
I get it. Funny. Good. I could be persuaded to give it a low D.
Yeah.
But yeah, trash.
I'm not going to persuade you.
Yeah,
it's
fair.
fucking awful.
Fair.
It's terrible.
It's a sad time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't even have it as a background film when I'm working or something like that.
Yeah. The problem is they tried to establish Thor in a serious way because they were like, we need a Superman, essentially. Right.
I love how I think the first Avengers, probably the only thing I like about the first Avengers, spoilers, right?
Yeah.
When him and Cap are fighting and Iron Man come in, is like, dost thou mother knowest thee wear thy drapes?
Wear thy drapes.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, it's like, fuck, someone said it. It looks fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. He's like, put the hammer down. Yeah. No, don't put the hammer down. It's like, you want me to put the hammer down?
Yeah, I think.
I have. Like, Thor was better in films that weren't Thor, just like Black Panther. He's better in films that aren't a Thor film.
Yeah.
Until Ragnarok, until Marvel went, you know what? Chris Hemsworth is a funny motherfucker.
Yeah.
His comedic timing is fucking perfect.
It's funny. It's like with Jurassic Park. I watched the first one. I was like, the new world,
running around in high heels.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and fucking what's her face? She runs around in high heels in the fucking forest.
Oh, does she?
So, yeah. Like,
anyway, but they're like, they got Chris Pratt, but we want to make him like a serious dude, right?
Yeah.
Whether he pushed for that or not, I don't know, right?
Yeah.
But the second one, right? It was like he was being his like goofy physical comedy kind of self. Like lava was coming to him, he was like, oh. I was like, okay, good. They finally figure out what the fuck they're doing with this guy.
Yeah.
And I feel like they've done that in Ragnarok with Thor.
And it was a banger, which brings us actually to Thor Ragnarok, which for me is a high A.
I agree.
Is a high.
Yeah, high. I'd say I prefer
Iron Man 1. Do you prefer Iron Man 1? You put an S tier, so you have to. You said
definitely. I'm trying to think. So Ultron's is our highest A, right?
Yeah.
I think put it just before Iron Man, as in after it. The other side.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Other side. So
Other
like
side.
here.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that. Thor Ragnarok, I thought, was a fantastic comedy action movie.
Yeah, agreed. Get help, 100%.
Yeah, it was the best Hulk of Ruffalo's era that we've had. It was the best version of his character.
And we got probably the best version of Strange in that it was a balance between I'm fucking powerful.
I've been falling for 20 minutes. You know?
And we got Strange doesn't give a fuck about fucking with demigods.
No.
And he just cares about keeping people safe. And that's his fucking directive. And he's talking with Thor like he's a fucking buddy.
Laughed out loud when he goes, Loki, it's Hulk. And then Loki's just like... I think perfectly understanding what the character is and how to use him. Taika Waititi, fucking fair play, mate. Yeah. Well done. Korg, hilarious.
Yeah. And all of it, just everything. He cutting the hair with Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Probably the best cameo I've seen of StanLee so far.
He's nice, man.
Fucking best. It's terrific. Well done. Yeah.
God, what do they call him? God of Sparkles?
God of Sparkles.
Yeah. Is that some sparkles there?
Yeah. Very funny. And yet somehow managed to tie up a very good trilogy, a very bad trilogy, making the old ones not completely retconned, but like you understand what happened in the last one. Even if you haven't seen the last two, you're like, okay, this is pretty good. I kind of understand what happened. Yeah, great.
I hope we see the return of, what's his name? Game Master. Is it Game Master?
The guy at the...
No, the leader of the fucking place. We know him. He's from Jurassic Park. What's his name?
Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah. Is he the Game Master?
Something like that. I don't think so, though, because he was left to the fucking people, wasn't he?
Yeah, I just want to see the return because he's hilarious.
I fucking love
He's just Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, first Avengers film.
Trash.
You think the first Avengers film
actually fucking trash, mate. Actually fucking trash. I could be persuaded to a high D.
Personally, I enjoyed it more than both Ant-Man movies.
Oh my god. That's way too high for me.
So I'll go low D.
I'm fine with a middle D if you want that. Or like a high D.
Again, I enjoyed it much more than Captain Marvel.
Okay, you can put it at high D. How about that?
Yeah.
That's fair.
I enjoyed it more than Captain America the First Avenger.
I think everything in that was everything about how you can mimic what Avengers should be without hitting the mark. That's exactly how I feel about that
film. You're even talking, you love the, does thou wear your mother's dress?
That's the only good thing in it. That's that and Tony jumping out with the fucking clip-ons and having the thing come to him.
What about taking the bomb? Took the nuke up into the thing, he died. That's where he first sees his
nearly died.
Death.
But he thought he could get out of it. It wasn't as... that's a good part of... I think Iron Man, both technically and narratively and character-wise, is the best constructed piece of long working narrative I've ever seen. You see his personality change from on to off.
Yeah.
Of like asshole to fucking paragon.
Yeah.
Right? Over like 15 films. Right? You see his technology upgrade ever so slightly each fucking film. Like, I bet he looks back with his fucking nano suit of him having to wear these fucking shackles. It's like, was I in the fucking Stone Ages? And like, it's done so subtly and so fucking well.
You would seriously put Avengers in trash?
Yes.
Wow.
Because once again, I think it's, and like the costumes looking back, fucking dog shit. It's how I feel about
Cap's old suit as well.
Cap's old suit as well. Yeah. And I think we're gonna look back on, because I already think
he looks so badass, doesn't he? As soon as they go, oh, don't wear a helmet, just have a beard and grow your hair out a bit, and then suddenly Captain America looks like a fucking
cool
badass.
As fuck, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Or even like the Winter Soldier one.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay, it's darker, it's not as fucking offensive to my eyes. Fair enough, right? But like, it's everything I thought Disney would want a Avengers film to be.
True.
And it's like, oh, we can market the shit, we can make toys out of this, we can do everything,
Disney
right?
Disney own Marvel at this point?
I don't know. I think they did.
I have to find out.
Maybe.
Right. WandaVision.
I put it very low B, high C.
This is contentious. Which
actually, you know what?
Means it's gonna have to.
I would say mid B actually.
Wow.
Because directing wise, it's really good.
Be low C.
I like the character, how the character came about at the end, right? Even if there were bits of like, it's very slow and like, not much.
I'm gonna have to put it there because honestly, first 3 episodes, it would be her.
Jesus.
Right?
I don't think so. I think
last 3 episodes or last 6 episodes, it would be probably here or here. So I'm gonna have to put it there.
What about middle C? No,
because I enjoyed both Ant-Mans better than I enjoyed that entire series.
Oh, fuck. I think that's extreme. I quite like WandaVision. It's just a shame that
the only
ones
truly great episode is the last one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I feel they've done Wanda like they've done Doctor Strange. They've done her a bit.
Yeah, they've done her a bit. Now she's like super fucking important.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But I like the fact that we're learning bits about her from it, but we don't really learn too much until the very end.
Yeah.
Of like, she's like really smart apparently, right? And she's really good has amazing memory because she did the fucking spells at the end.
And even though it's now been established really that even though they experimented on her, she already had these packs. She had access. She is the Scarlet
low
Witch.
grade. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you know.
Which I think I hope, like with Thor, they fix her.
Yeah.
I really hope that, but it's not like as bad as it was with Thor at all in any way. Like I still really like Scarlet Witch and Wanda as a character.
Yeah.
But we just need to see more of the bits like fucking putting the spell runes on the fucking thing. That actually was sick as fuck. I'm like, fucking let's go.
Hopefully. Multiverse of Madness.
Hopefully. I've seen the only bit I've seen in the trailer is that she's complaining that when you mess with stuff, you're a hero, but when I mess with... You took an entire town hostage. Yeah. It's a bit different.
And they wanted to kill themselves. You
basically lock them inside their bodies.
Yeah.
It's a bit fucking different. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
High A. Easy.
Yeah, high A.
High A
easy
all day. Yeah, probably there. I'd say
right
that.
at the beginning. Yeah, right at the start.
Yeah.
I thought it was a perfect series.
Biblical.
Yeah.
The only issue I have with it...
When he's in that, when he finally tells him, and he's crying in front of him,
the fact that I know exactly what you're saying without explaining it shows how good that was.
It was Bucky, like I said to you, he started amazing, and he's been shat on as a character now for like 10 years.
Yeah.
It was finally his redemption.
Yeah.
And even the smart things like now that the Wakandans make his arm and they can just go and it just falls off.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, obviously they would put something in there and it would stop him.
Exactly.
You know, and it's like, so he's upgraded because obviously his arm was broken easily by fucking the laser from Tony Stark in Civil War. But now it's essentially indestructible.
Indestructible,
You know, just like Cap Shield. So he's like, and obviously they now, because one of the things about the series was essentially Falcon and Winter Soldier's terms are now both dead.
Oh, as in...
Because he's now Captain America. Because Falcon is Captain America.
Yeah.
And it was essentially Bucky going, I don't want to be the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I want to be... Well, he didn't say it, but they're like, you're not the Winter Soldier. You're a White Wolf.
Yeah.
That's who you are.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I think everything about that show, I would watch it. I might rewatch it this week.
Yeah.
Because it's very, very, very good.
Yeah.
And I don't see it degrading. One, because it's a series.
And it was the series that showed us, shit, 5 years have passed. What happened to the people?
Yeah, exactly.
That came back.
And it introduces the... Like it
was the placement program, wasn't it? Like the displacement program.
Yeah,
so they find the people come back with new names.
You get a glimpse into the bad stuff that happened during that time.
And like his younger sister is now his older sister.
Yeah.
You know, so like she's now not comfortable with him trying to protect her all the time.
It's a weird...
You know?
Yeah. I think really great dynamic between the two of them. I think that's always been perfect. Since the Civil War film where they're fucking bantering with each other. Oh my God, it's great.
Yeah.
It's like, it harkens back to like 80s buddy cop shit.
It made them
100%.
mates.
Yeah.
You know, they're good friends.
Really, really fucking good.
So yeah, I think we're...
My only issue with it, I think new Captain America.
Yeah.
I think his suit is fucking dog shit.
Yeah, his suit is pretty shit. It's got far too much white on it.
I'm not even that, but like the like weird fucking, I can see just your fucking skull at the top. I'm like, come on now, let's sort this out a little bit.
I always find it when they give people masks when it's already established in the show, people know who they are.
I'm hoping they do the same, like give them a beard.
Yeah.
Fucking just no, nothing let down. But yeah, I think
because that's one of the funny things about the MCU, isn't it? It's like now Spider-Man's the only person that people don't actually know who he is.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is crazy.
It's like they all know Captain America, he is Steve Rogers. They just call him Rogers. Yeah. The fucking musical's called Rogers the Movie, the musical, isn't it? Yeah. You know? It's like they don't have secret identities in the MCU except Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like even Black Panther is first introduced and they have the thing in the underground driving thing, and then all the police come and all the helicopters. The first thing he does is take off his mask, and they're like, "Hello, Your Highness," aren't they? You know?
Yeah.
Loki.
I'm high B, low A. High B, low A.
I'll go high B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you thinking? Mid B?
Yeah. I was thinking mid B because I do like it. Yeah. I do like it because I love Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, I like the set pieces of it, and the fact that also it introduces a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of mind blowing bits, just like fucking using Infinity Stones as like little
little paperweights.
That's really cool. And like the idea of
multiple universes.
Yeah, and also the fact that we see Loki finally, we know what the fuck's going on in his head. Yeah. Rather than just like, is he okay? So he's good at the end of Ragnarok. Yeah. Is he actually good? Yeah. Did he actually die? And like we see like, and I'm really happy that we now get like a past Loki that didn't grow.
Yeah.
So that we see how he could grow. Yeah. I think that's really cool. Yeah. I'm interested to see how they implement him into the new series of just like how Thor's going to be like, he might say, "Oh, remember when we did X?" I'm like, I have no memory of that. Last time I saw you, you locked me up. Yeah. So like that was really fucking interesting to see. I like that.
You know it's going to be funny, and it's like, you faked your death again, brother. You know, he's going to fucking beat the shout. Yeah. Right. So
I have to defer to you for this. I haven't seen Shang-Chi. Have you not seen Shang-Chi? I haven't seen Shang-Chi, Black Widow, or What If.
Shang-Chi, right?
Yeah.
Trust me, it's not an S-tier film. Okay. Right? But I'm going to compare it to one.
Yeah.
In the sense that even in isolation, fucking amazing action movie.
I might watch it tonight. Yeah.
So for me, I enjoyed it more than Guardians of the Galaxy, but I didn't enjoy it more than these.
Yeah.
So I'd put it as a low end A.
Fucking.
Because it's actually it's like the guy, I keep forgetting his name, the guy who is Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
He's really, because he was a stuntman, so he just does. He's like, and the fighting scenes in it are just fucking quality. Yeah.
I've seen of all the three of these things that I haven't seen. I've seen like GIFs and memes from them, and like the GIFs of like the action.
Yeah.
Like on the bus bit where he grabs onto the thing. Yeah. Looks fucking.
And it's all in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks really, really good.
It's another movie as well where they establish multiple worlds.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, worlds that are like next to each other and you can visit and all that kind of stuff. So it's like
I'm gonna trust you on this one.
Yeah. You should watch it. It's a very good action movie.
Okay,
very good action movie.
I mean, I'm gonna watch all these regardless anyway.
Yeah.
I've been putting off some of them just because.
Black Widow.
Once again, don't know.
You haven't watched Black Widow either?
I haven't watched or What If. I haven't seen the What If series either.
Right. So Black Widow.
You have to trust you on this. I've seen bits of like GIFs of it, and it seems like the only thing I know about is the CGI wasn't necessarily the best. That's all.
I enjoyed it about there.
Okay, that's decent.
Yeah, so mid to low B.
That's good.
Mid to low B.
If it's anything as good,
the best thing about it is introducing Florence Pugh as the new
Widowmaker.
Black Widow.
Widowmaker. Fucking Overwatch.
The new Black Widow.
Black Widow. That's really cool because in Hawkeye, she was like one of my favorite bits.
Yeah.
She was really good.
Yeah, and really she's really funny.
Yeah, well. really funny. Naturally funny. She doesn't force it either. Yeah, really good.
So, What If? You haven't watched that either?
No, I haven't watched it.
To be honest, people might hate me for this, but...
Really? Oh my god!
Because some of them were just like...
Really dog shit?
I couldn't give a flying fuck about that. Like, you know what I mean? I couldn't, like I thought, like, the first one, the Agent Carter one, I know it got a lot of stuff, like, on the press, like, oh, Agent Carter, but I was just like... Meh. Couldn't give yeah, you know what I mean?
I reckon I'll probably have a different opinion with you on that one. So I'll circle back to it eventually.
Hawkeye!
I reckon.
Yeah.
Mid B.
Yeah.
Mid B.
Yeah. I'd probably say I enjoyed
better.
it better than Black Widow. To be fair,
Okay.
So I'm fine with it.
I think, but I think it cheated a little bit.
How?
Because I watched it.
Introduce it. Have you watched it?
Yeah.
So you know the introduction of
Kingpin.
Yeah.
And obviously we know Daredevil's in it, which is wonderful. I think they cheated a little bit in that they took advantage of my festive spirit. Because it's obviously very Christmassy based.
Christmas, yeah.
And I watched it around Christmas as the only Christmassy thing I watched. I was like, oh, that really got me in the Christmas thing. I'm really happy about that. But if it wasn't that, I think it might be a C.
I like it because Clint,
yeah,
I think, is the perfect rough on the outside, very vulnerable on the inside kind of character. You know, like they sound like I like it when they make a point to say like he is still human, like he can't hear anymore.
Yeah,
and she's like, "When did you lose your hearing?" And then he does like loads of great flashbacks. He's like, I can tell you. Yeah, he's like, there's been so many reasons why this could happen.
It's a nice little reminder of like, remember, this guy's just a fucking dude.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
It's like it was the same feeling with in Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Where he'd broken his back and you don't see him for ages. He's like he's just a man.
He's just a man. He's fucked up. Yeah, you know what I mean? I agree. But once again, I think they took advantage of my festive spirit.
Yeah.
I reckon it might be a high C if not. But also I really like their dynamic.
Yeah.
And I'm really really interested to see. I'm glad that we have a new set of people emerging.
Yeah.
So the new Black Widow, I think the new Hawkeye is going to be really good.
Yeah.
I reckon she has a lot more personality in Hawkeye the show.
Mm.
I really hope that will come through in the movies.
Yeah.
Because Hawkeye, I like him.
Yeah.
But like first time we see him, he literally all we see is this.
Yeah.
And the second time we see him, all we see is
yeah.
And like the third time we see him, he's like, huh. I'm like, fair enough. I'm really excited for a Hawkeye that's like involved and like really in it.
Yeah.
Because she is bubbly and she doesn't shut up.
Yeah.
In like a really good way.
Yeah.
And like I like how we see some building of her of like Clint says, "Don't follow me.
Yeah.
Don't help me," and she's like, "I gotta fucking help you." I'm like, "Yes, let's fucking
go."
Take
the orders. Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I'll leave it to you. I think I know the answer.
Eternals is the first movie.
Yeah. In the
Marvel first Marvel movie.
Yeah.
I didn't finish in the first sitting. Because I was sat there watching it, me and the missus sat there watching it, and we were like, I'm bored. I'm fucking bored.
Rip.
So it has to be trash, I'm afraid. And to be honest, that's how it sits, because I enjoyed both of these more than I enjoyed Eternals.
I can't even... That's saying something, because I remember 3 seconds of the second Thor film, and that was just because Chris O'Dowd was in it, and I was shocked.
Yeah.
The guy from the IT crowd.
Trust me, Eternals, fucking shite. Absolutely shite. The only things that were good about it were how hot Angelina Jolie still is. That's pretty much it.
Right.
That's the extent of the goodness of the show.
Fair play, yeah. Next one, easy, best S ever. Yeah,
Bang.
Just that's fucking
Easiest
simple.
Fate.
Fucking simple.
Easiest Fate. Fucking No Way Home was a masterpiece of a movie.
Masterpiece, not just of a movie, but also of reality.
Yeah.
The fact that they could even do this, the fact that everyone wanted to.
I think it's probably the greatest example of fan service ever.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And did it all well. They didn't just chuck little bits in.
Yeah.
They did it all well.
And here's the crazy thing about this, right? In my opinion.
Yeah.
John Watts, the director.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, right?
Yeah.
All of them, across 20 or so years now, still want to be involved with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's fucking crazy. I'm not sure if you get that with any other... Like, I think
I do have something to say about this film, though. And it's something that people don't really notice about the movie.
I think they might, because I think I might have the same gripe. But carry on.
No, but... So, it's a good thing. It's a good thing in like, oh shit, right?
Yeah.
the first thing that Tobey Maguire says when he comes through, except from, I just saw this, so I just decided to walk through.
Yeah.
He looks at both MJ and, I forgot his fucking name, Ned. Looks at both MJ and Ned and goes, I've seen you before, but how's he seen him before?
Wait, what?
That's the first thing he says. He goes, I've seen you before. Then he looks at Ned's, is it Ned's auntie?
Yeah.
The Asian woman's house they're in?
Yeah.
He looks at her, and she looks at him and smiles and nods at him. So, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man has seen Ned and MJ before.
Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man?
Yeah. It's the first thing he goes, I've seen you before, but... And that's the first thing he says. And no one ever talks about it.
How did I miss that?
Yeah. So they're thinking that Tobey Maguire is going to come back in Doctor Strange. But a different time. It's same Tobey, but from a different time. So before that even happens.
Bro.
Which would explain why he just says, I saw the portal open, so I decided to walk through.
Bro. I remember that bit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
Because that would explain why he's so nonchalant. He goes, I saw a fucking portal and I walked through.
Okay, also, I think we would actually probably add another hour to this if we just talked about everything.
Yeah.
But everything about it, amazing, perfect. Watch our first and second,
I think.
First and second about how we feel about it. We could probably talk for 6 hours about how much we like this film.
That's an understatement, I think.
Yeah, just go see it. Just watch it.
It's amazing. Right, so
S tier.
Spider-Man 2?
Low S. Lowest S.
Yeah, I put it here personally.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, once again, I fully admit that I'm biased in this because fucking nostalgia. Yeah. Holy shit. And the memes that have lasted 20 fucking years in my family and also between us.
This movie was the pinnacle of superhero films until this movie. And then this was the pinnacle of superhero films until this movie.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. It's because Tom Holland, I'm glad Tom Holland is Spider-Man because I think he's a great Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Right? But if Spider-Man 3 was half as good as Spider-Man 2, we wouldn't have a Tom Holland Spider-Man.
True.
Because Tobey Maguire would probably still be Spider-Man now.
Very true.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, Spider-Man 2 for years was my favourite movie, and it was my favourite Spider-Man movie until this came out.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that Spider-Man 2 or is that original Spider-Man?
That's Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because there's
Ooh.
Spider-Man 3 and original Spider-Man.
Can we add a tier saying trash but memes though?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, that's the category I'd put Spider-Man 3 in.
So, Spider-Man 3, I think...
Trash but memes. Mate, the amount of memes that come out of it...
No, again, I enjoyed that more than I enjoyed Captain Marvel.
Oh my god. Okay, I disagree, but that's, I guess, a fair delineation, I suppose.
Yeah, I enjoyed it more.
Okay.
You know?
That's fair. I enjoyed it just for memes. I don't think I've watched it since the twice I watched it when I had the original DVD.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it more in Captain Marvel.
I can remember more of it than Captain Marvel.
Exactly. So, Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2. So this is Garfield.
Yep.
So, Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Spidey got done so dirty. This is
Electro.
He got done so dirty, guys.
So this is Electro.
I put it in D.
D?
Yeah.
Where?
Mid D.
Mid D?
Better than... Oh, actually,
better than the first Avenger?
Better than the first Avenger and better than the first Avengers.
Better than Iron Man 2?
Actually, and I would say better than Iron Man 2.
I would as well, personally.
Yeah, I think that's about right. You're 2 marks off, lad. You might get a C next time.
Yeah, I'd say 2. I think we've had this conversation already on the pod, but I think emotionally... Andrew Garfield's the best Spider-Man.
There are bits in it. I'm just like, why can't all the film be like this?
I think Andrew Garfield's the best actor that's ever played Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's a phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
You know?
He's the most classically trained as well.
And he's the most damaged. He's had the most shit happen to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
It's like, he's had not a very nice time as Spider-Man.
No. I'm really...
And his redemption in...
I'm so happy about it. And you wouldn't get that.
When he looks down at her, knowing that he saved her.
Exactly. Oh my God, almost crying. But also in Spider-Man 2,
yeah,
we wouldn't have that epic moment in No Way Home if the writers in Spider-Man 2 didn't have the fucking balls
to kill her off.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So I might put it in a low C. Just because, like, you got some narrative work in there.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed it more than all of these, probably, other than Avengers, because I would have put Avengers higher personally.
Yeah.
But we went with, that. But yeah, I'd probably put it, and I'm putting there.
Oh, you're not gonna live with that. Mainly because I fucking love his Spidey. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
And, like, elements of his second film, Peter, were really good as well.
Yeah.
Like, you saw bits of him being...
Well, it's the thing, isn't it? Toby's the best Peter Parker. Fucking Garfield's the best Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And Tom Holland's
the best
only
all-round
person that can do both.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And, like, there are elements of you see what Peter Parker should be in 2, but they don't do it enough.
And he's also the only Spider-Man where it's plainly obvious that the fucker is a genius.
Oh my god, please can we discuss this?
Isn't
yes,
it?
absolutely.
He makes all his stuff. He's always in the lab.
Exactly.
He makes the cure for fucking...
Yeah.
Like, and he does it again
it's the only,
in the MCU's universe.
It's the only one that really shows it, and I respect it so much.
Yeah. Because one of the things that, if like you read the comics for Spider-Man, is Spider-Man is a grade A fucking genius.
Fucking paralleling fucking Tony Stark fucking level intellect, right?
And they never make the most of it.
They never make the most of it. Yeah. And they have bits of it in, like, for example, Civil War, right?
Yeah.
First thing he says, I was having a good day. I just found a DVD drive in the dumpster with a perfectly good laser. I'm like, more of that, please.
Yeah, more of that. Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
But no.
The only thing they say is, he's like, where did you get this from? He's like, I made it myself. And he's like, impressive.
And then Homecoming, we see literally half a second of him stirring web fluid and then that's it. I'm like, what? Why, what? But you actually see the process of him failing and working it. And oh my god,
So,
100%.
TASM 1.
TASM 1?
So that's Lizard.
You're going to hate me for this.
Okay.
I think, personally, highest B.
So
highest B. But it might just be my nostalgia and love for Spidey talking, so I completely accept if you take it down a notch.
Oh, I can dig it.
You can dig it? You can dig it?
Yeah.
Because like his Spider-Man...
You already know, I'm not the biggest fan of Homecoming.
Yeah.
I'm just looking on the list. It's better than Black Panther.
Yeah.
It's better than Volume 2 Guardians of the Galaxy. It's better than Black Widow. Better than Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit better than Far From Home.
Yeah.
Definitely better than Homecoming. Yeah, definitely better. Yeah. I'm cool with that.
Just because his, like, the first scene of him as Spider-Man, when he webs up the guy, and he's like, he's talking to him, trash talking him, and he's like, oh, I'll just web the guy myself. I'm like, finally, this is Spider-Man, fucking this is comic book Spider-Man here.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god, that's fucking perfect. Yeah.
Well, you know what would be great?
What?
Is you can imagine how good the banter would be between TASM Spider-Man and Deadpool.
Yeah, absolutely. Together, my god. You know? Yeah.
Because obviously that's a really popular comic, is Spider-Man and Deadpool.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
So it's like Spider-Man 1.
I know what I put it as. I'm letting you go first, and I'm willing to be bendy on this.
Right. I enjoyed it more than everyone there.
Yep, sure.
I enjoyed it more than...
Ooh, this is a toughie for you. I can't believe this.
I'm going to have to put it here.
Yeah?
I'd put it at the very end of A.
I would perfectly agree.
Yeah, because I think, one, it was, this is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
This is
I have to respect it for that. I have to respect it for that.
Green Goblin.
Oh, Willem Dafoe, bro.
You know, it's
Willem Dafoe. Yeah, 100%. I agree.
Fucking rash just appeared on my arm, but
you're scratching too much, bro.
Yeah.
You have to respect it. It's one of the first mainstream superhero films.
Yeah.
Popular, memes on point. Toby's great as Peter. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Other than the bits that was like really over the top operatic.
Yeah.
But
nice and slow.
Yeah. And like memes from it, fantastic. I would happily put it in S just out of respect.
Yeah.
But realistically,
I wouldn't
there is where it sits.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't put it in S.
You just don't have respect, do you, mate?
So, Venom.
I think you might not like me for this.
Okay.
Lowest C. I liked it.
So
I think it was really good.
WandaVision to Venom.
But it wasn't a Marvel film in my head. I know it was made by Sony.
So you preferred WandaVision to Venom?
Yeah, I actually did. Yeah.
I'm going to have to disagree with you on that. It's still going to be C. But I enjoyed it more than everything up to Iron Man 3.
I can dig it.
So I enjoyed Iron Man 3 and
sure. Yeah.
I enjoyed... So I'll probably put it... I'll have to put it about here then.
Yeah.
For me.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Yeah.
Venom 2. Have you seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen it.
Venom 2, one of the things about sequels is they're very rarely better than the original films. Not the case for Venom 2.
Yeah.
Venom 2, literally, the only issue I have with Venom 2 is it's too fucking short.
Really?
Yeah, but that enables it to be from the first minute to the last minute, just fucking all out action.
Yeah.
And it is, I'd say if Venom's there, it's the thing. It's the thing because it's better than Black Panther in my opinion. But I have to put it there.
Okay, I can't say anything.
Yeah,
but I respect it. Now the next one, I have my opinion and I won't settle for anything less.
Oh,
I won't settle for anything less.
I'm gonna have to.
I won't settle for anything less, Jay.
I'm gonna have to put Daredevil.
I won't settle for anything less, Jay.
I'm gonna have to put Daredevil.
Jay, I won't settle for anything less.
Wait, just for its first season and maybe second season alone, it's got to be here.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I think it got shit after the second season. Not shit, but
I think
it dropped.
I think most
because
viewers,
they made it about trying to create the Defenders.
Yeah.
You know?
I think after the second season, everyone was like, okay, cool, I've had my Daredevil fix. Punisher, let's go.
What annoys me, there's
100%.
also one missing.
There's 2 missing.
Well, there's 4 missing, I guess. Because you got
Jessica
Defenders,
Jones,
Jessica Jones,
Luke Cage,
and Punisher.
Yeah.
So 4 are missing.
I'd put
Defenders in trash.
Yeah.
I'd put Luke Cage
in trash.
No,
I would put it in trash. Not
season.
Luke Cage. Sorry, I'm talking about
the second season of Luke Cage.
Oh, I put it in A tier. I put Luke Cage.
I'd probably put Luke Cage at the start of B. What was the other one? Jessica Jones, start of B as well. Personally,
I put A as well.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm too lenient on the series.
If there was one worse than trash,
yeah.
Iron Fist would be going in trash. And then Punisher, honestly, start of A.
I would put Punisher, was where maybe we differ, right?
Yeah.
I'd put Punisher, start of A.
Yeah.
I'd put Luke Cage, also start of A.
Yeah.
I'd put Jessica Jones, also start of A.
Yeah.
Just because I really like the first seasons of all those shows a lot.
Right.
Like, really a lot.
I'm going to have to, we're actually going to have to stop the podcast here.
Why?
We've been going 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Oh, dear.
So, we did an hour and 10 minute tier list of this, but it's complete.
Well, we're going to have to do another one in 5 years.
I know what we're going to do. Do you know what we're going to do this week?
What are we going to do this week?
We're going to do the first Fat Pod Extra midweek, not in person.
Right.
And we'll do it virtually with each other, and we'll do the rest.
Okay.
And we'll do a Fat Pod Extra
in
the middle of the week.
So this is like a really Jay and Zack Alienate the podcast.
Yeah, it really is, yeah. People, you just said at the start, you goes, if you're not interested in what we're about to do, just skip this bit.
Oh
which
my
was
God.
70% of
I can't believe it. That's mad.
Yeah. Yeah, so guys, thank you very much for listening to the podcast. As we said, there will be a Fat Pod Extra this week. I reckon we do it on a Wednesday evening.
Yeah.
Whack out on the Thursday.
Yeah,
so it'll be a Fat Podcast Extra with all our other good bits in. Like Jay's Vegan Showdown, shortest segment ever, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much, guys, and we will see you next time. And hopefully you're happy with the tier list.
Hopefully, let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know what you think.
Let us know which ones we've proper fucked up.
I know there's probably one person that will probably watch this all the way through at the very least. So let us know what you think, that one person.
Let us know and tell us which ones you really disagree with.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this version of the podcast to get 1 view.
Yeah. But thank you very much, guys, and we will see you next time.
Bye.